These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. 4-year-old boy expected to survive after accidentally shooting himself in the chest. The father and the father's girlfriend now under arrest. Police arrested 44-year-old Kevin Rhymes and 31-year-old LaQuacia Sebastian, recommending charges of child abuse, endangerment, and misconduct involving weapons. Court documents say the girlfriend was about to go to sleep with the boy with a gun under her pillow. It's unclear if that's the same gun the boy shot himself with, because police say there was also another gun in the bedroom.
It's one of those cases where we just want to stress the practice of gun safety, and securing firearms in a safe location. There's many methods, but ultimately gun safety is very important, and it's unfortunate this child was able to grab a hold of one and this terrible accident occurred.
Court documents reveal police have been to that home before. We're going to go into those details at 5. ABC15 also taking a closer look inside the numbers. How often Valley kids are getting into guns? That story ahead at 6:30. Now to Avondale. DPS says one person is dead after a late-night crash on the 10 near Avondale Boulevard. Officers say a car was rear-ended. That caused both of those drivers to park in the first lane of the interstate. Both drivers got out of their cars in the middle of the lane. That's when they were hit by a third car. One driver died at the scene. It's unclear if the second driver was injured. The third driver has minor injuries. Detectives still trying to work out whether impairment or speed were factors. A Gila River police officer injured in a rollover crash in Laveen early this morning. This happened around 2:30 near 63rd Avenue and Baseline, just west of the 202 South Mountain. You can see that officer's car on its roof. Police say the driver and passenger of the other car involved ran away from the scene, but were quickly caught by Phoenix police. MCSO says alcohol is suspected. It's unclear what charges they may face. We're working to get an update on that officer's condition. Now to a developing story out of Buckeye. Police arresting a 23-year-old former teacher and coach accused of sex crimes with a student. Police say this happened between teacher Alyssa Todd and a 15-year-old student at Odyssey Institute for Advanced and International Studies High School. Investigators say communications between Todd and the victim were reviewed and other evidence gathered that indicated sexual abuse occurred on and off campus for at least 2 months. Our Fort Hatchett digging into this story. See more later tonight. New this week, a bipartisan bill to improve protections against fentanyl trafficking signed into law. Senator Mark Kelly sponsored the End Fentanyl Act. The bill requires the Director of Customs and Border Protection to update the agency's anti-drug trafficking guidelines at least once every 3 years in order to keep policies up to date. Comes after a 2019 review found the CPB had not updated its official guidance in more than 20 years. Good news for Blue Cross Blue Shield customers. The health insurer reaching an agreement with Dignity Health after a long back and forth. It threatened to leave some patients paying out-of-network prices for care. Services performed on or after March 15th will now be considered in-network. In a statement, Dignity Health calls the agreement a win for patients. Uplifting Arizona, a Valley chef partially paralyzed from a stroke in 2012, now using his story and skills in the kitchen to inspire independence for others in the Valley. Steve Norton's life changed forever more than a decade ago, but the private chef's passion for cooking helped guide his latest effort, hosting an online cooking class once a month over Zoom called 360 in the Kitchen in partnership with the nonprofit Ability 360. Steve shares how he's made his kitchen more adaptable to his physical limitations, as well as demonstrating recipes for easy and healthy meals that you can cook at home, no matter the challenges you may face.
It makes me feel really good inside. It makes me feel that the vision that I had and the mission and the new purpose I had in life is making a difference in people's lives.
He hosts the classes on the third Thursday of each month. We put a link to the classes and more information about them on our website, abc15.com.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sullins with a look now at your most accurate forecast. Another nice morning in the Valley tomorrow. We'll wake up to the 50s, clear skies and temperatures warming into the upper 70s by lunchtime before popping up to the mid 80s tomorrow afternoon. That's going to put us a few degrees above normal for this time of year as high pressure builds in and warms things up over the next couple of days. But the next storm system is also on the way. This coming in from the Pacific Northwest over the weekend. We've got rain and snow in the forecast, a lot of wind. wind and some cooler air through the weekend as that pushes in. For the valley, chances for rain showers, maybe a few thunderstorms Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and up to about 0.15 of an inch of rain in some valley neighborhoods out of this storm. For the high country, a snow level as low as 5,000 feet and 1 to 4 inches of snow along the Bugyon Rim. We'll take a look at the next 7 days and that cool down too. Here's the forecast: from 83 Saturday down to 70 on Sunday, with some stiff breezes Saturday and Sunday as well.